What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this video. So today I've got for you the best players that you can sign on pre-contracts in career modes for your first 5 seasons of career mode. I did one of these in FIFA 15 and 16. Here we are with FIFA 17's. A couple of things to mention before we go. Like I've said in the other two, all the players in this list that you'll be seeing do have contracts expiring in this particular season, but if they move clubs or sign a new deal at their current club, obviously they won't show for me, but they still might for you. So even though it might not say it in my career mode here, it definitely will in yours if they haven't signed a new deal or moved club. Also, if you want to check out any way to do it in your very own career mode, if you want to check out any players around your sort of quality of team, this is the simple way to do it. You literally just go into your scouting, hit the instructions, put the contract to 0 to 1, and then if you want world-class players, you simply tick the world-class box. But if you want players who can fit into your squad, then you simply hit first team quality. I'll leave a link in the description to a website that I use to find out this list and compile it with the better players. But like I said, a lot of the times in career mode, you may not be using the best players in Europe or in that particular division, meaning you will have to sign, obviously, lesser rated players. So there's a link in the description for you guys to check out to see any of the players that you want to check out yourselves and actually sign them for your club. It's going to be a bit different the way I do this, literally. I'm just going to go and show you the list. I won't speak in depth about them because this commentary is put on afterwards. I didn't want it to go on for like half an hour. I wanted it to be under 10 minutes. I just wanted you guys to understand the way that this works, the best players that you have available to you in each season. But like I said, a lot of you guys might be playing on weaker sides, meaning you would have to sign your own. So I've left a link in the description for a website you can use to check out any player in the entire database of career mode that has contracts expiring in each of the particular years. All you have to do is filter it to that year that you're in. So this is the season number 1 when we have Costil and Rennie Adler as the 2 goalkeepers. Costil is actually the better of the 2 because he's younger and has a better potential than Rennie Adler does. But out of the 2 of them, it's entirely up to you, whichever one you want to go with. Go with that one. I think Costil's about 81 overall and Rennie Adler's about 82, but obviously Costil has that potential advantage over Adler and the age advantage, which you're going to see coming up here in a second when I scroll down. Then we got Lichtsteiner and Zabaleta as the 2 right backs that I've got for you guys. Both of these guys of age where now they're going to start decreasing, and obviously it's completely dependent on how you feel about players getting older in career mode. If you don't like that, then simply, sign whichever one you feel like. And then in the centre-backs, we've got Pepe, Koscielny, Gonzalo Rodriguez, and Mertesacker. You guys can see what overall they are. If you want to check out any player, simply just pause it at that particular point. All 4 of those, solid signings, but they are coming of age. Koscielny's probably the best out of all of them there. Benoit Tremoulinas is the left-back I've got for you. I didn't mean to back out of it there. He is a solid left-back, but again, he's becoming of an age where it's sort of going to start decreasing like a number of these players are in the first season of this career mode. The reason being, obviously, is because their contracts are expiring, and a lot of teams don't want to keep on the older, players. Ian Robben as well, 32 years of age, 87 overall, though, on him. Again, a solid signing. Quaresma, obviously now a European Cup winner when Portugal won the Euros not too long ago now against France. Then we got Yaya Toure, who is an 83 overall centre midfielder. I feel quite bad for Yaya because I do rate him in real life, but for some reason FIFA have downgraded him. I suppose he didn't have the greatest of seasons, but I suppose Manchester City didn't really have the greatest of seasons last season, did they? In terms of that. They're looking better and more promising this season, though, with Pep Guardiola there, as Axel Witsel is probably the best player out of the entire bunch that you can sign on a pre-contract here. He's a solid centre-mid this year in FIFA, and you can get him on a pre-contract in the first season as well, so that's pretty sweet. Asamoah from Juventus as well, formerly a left midfielder, now a centre midfielder. You can get him on a pre-contract. Frank Ribery, the other winger from Bayern Munich, that's it. Obviously, Robben is the other one there in the list. Entep is in this list. He's got a potential of around 84, starts at 80 overall. He's on this list, and he is available on a pre-contract at the start of the season. Then we have Santi Cazorla of Arsenal, 32 years of age, 85 rated. I do rate Cazorla. I have got my Arsenal career mode on the go that I've not actually put on YouTube. It's just for me to play being an Arsenal fan. And Cazorla's quite good in all honesty. He doesn't play every game for me, but when he does play, he is a solid choice. As we have Tyson here as well. I think he's about 80 rated is Tyson. You can get him on a pre-contract as well. He's 28 years of age as well. Not a bad little signing for free, to be honest with you. Ricardo Samponara, I think I've pronounced that right. 25 years of age. He starts at 80 overall and also has a potential of 84, just like Entep does, or around that sort of mark. If you want to check out any of the players and the potential they have, then simply use the link in the description, like I said. On there, it's a website where you can check out all the potentials, their overalls, their values, what contracts they've got, and stuff like that. But that's it for season number 1. So then we're going to jump straight into season number 2. No break this time like I did in FIFA 16 and 15. So this is the start of season 2. And this is where it starts heating up a little bit. We've got Bernard Leno to kick things off. 88 overall. He actually starts at 85, I think. But obviously, he's got age on his side, and therefore he's going to grow. But as you can see, he's available on a pre-contract in his second season. Ruffier, as well as the other goalkeeper. In terms of the right-backs, we've got Lam, Wanfran, and Piszczek. All of them, though, are above the age of 30 and will start to decrease. Centre-backs-wise, we've got Jose Fonte, 8.5 million he's worth at the moment, but he's available on a pre-contract. Thiago Silva as well, Chiellini, Vertonghen. There's some big centre-backs here, but like I said, if you're not a fan of the age factor, these guys won't be for you, as we've got Stefan De Vrij and Jan Vertonghen as the other two centre-backs there. So those two are a bit younger and available as well. Luke Shaw would have been available if he is 23, but unfortunately he's only 22. But I'm not quite sure when his birthday is, so I included him in the list just in case, because if he hits 23 before January, then that means that he'll be able to be signed on a pre-contract. Kabay, Matuidi, Ramsey, Modric, Eriksen, Ozil, all these players available on a pre-contract after your second, well, in between your second season, when in January, obviously, coming into the third season. Or rather, have I got that right? Yes. In the second season, rather, they'll be available. Then you've got Isco, Messi, Ibrahimovic, Remy, Cavani, Ronaldo, Alexis Sanchez. Some big names in there for Season 2. Like I said, if you want to check out any players that are available to you guys in your respective leagues, divisions, whatever team you're using on career mode, simply go to the description. There'll be a link there, and you can check out whatever you want in that particular one. I didn't want to make this video too long and show you, available, because obviously you only have a number of lists. Well, I didn't want to sort of spend 10-15 minutes talking about one shortlist when I've got 5 seasons to go for, if you get what I'm saying. So there it was, me showing you that we were in the start of 2017. Obviously it was a 17-18 season. This is the 18-19 season we're in now, and David De Gea starts off this list as availability for pre-contract right at the start. Huge player, along with Thibaut Courtois. Oh, I've probably butchered that. Hugo Lloris as well. 3 big goalkeepers available on pre-contracts in your third season. Serge Aurier, a right back. £33 million he's worth. Diego Godin, PK, Company, Manolas, Chris Smalling, David Luiz. Like I said, if you want to check out any of these players, simply pause the video to check out their stats and see what they're worth and stuff. We've also got Felipe Luis, Cesar Azpilicueta, Matic, Achira, Vidal, Rakitic, Fabregas, Pastore. Some absolutely insane players available on pre-contracts. I'm looking forward to it this year, because there's a lot of players that you can sign on pre-contracts who are very good. Koke, Royce, Silva, Bale, Di Maria, Suarez, Lewandowski, Benzema, Lacazette. Some of these players that you would be paying mega bucks for, you can actually sign on pre-contracts this year, and it doesn't take too long as well. So that's only the third season we're in now, and you're already looking at some 90 rated players there in that list. So it's nice to see that FIFA this year, I've noticed as well, the players who actually are very good in real life and do have a big potential, they've actually got a huge potential in this game. The likes of Pogba, the likes of De Gea. I've seen a number of 90 overall players in this list when I did it. You're going to see a few come up in a second here as I show you again. We are now in 2019, I think that was. I tried to show you it to show you what sort of year we were in at the start of, because obviously I compiled this list when we were at the start of that year. So we're into the 4th season now, and we have Keylor Navas, Farman, Ramos, but unfortunately he's quite old now, and he's actually decreased in rating. Bonucci, Otamendi, Varane, Jordi Alba, Marcelo, Alexandro, William Carvalho is at 88, Mahrez at 87, Mkhitaryan 84, Willian 83, Toni Kroos 89 as well, 29 years of age on him. Marquisio is now at 82, but he is decreasing season after season, so probably don't go for him. Gundogan, Eden Hazard, Nicolas Gaitan, Felipe Coutinho, James Rodriguez as well, 91 overall on him. Draxler's 87 as well, so it's nice to see Draxler's growing. Mario Götze at 87, Aguero at 88, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at 87, but obviously he's at Chelsea, so if he'd have stayed at Dortmund, he would have had a contract expiring this season. Paulo Dybala, now, 91 overall, he is available on a pre-contract. Harry Kane, if he'd have stayed at Spurs, would have been available, but Paulo Dybala looks insane, and you can get him on a pre-contract. That's ridiculous. As we take a look here, and now into, I think this is the 5th and final season of players that you can get. Manuel Neuer kicks this list off, 92 overall. Gianno Black, Rui Patricio, Jack Butland, Eric Bailly, Jerome Boateng, Mats Hummels, Javi Martinez, Shodrakan Mustafi, Arsenal obviously. I think we've got a number of players as well in this list who are actually 90 as well. I think Eric Bailly is pretty sick as well in this game. He's grown quite nicely for Manchester United. David Alaba, left back, 90 rated on him as well. Busquets, Krykowiak, and there's Leroy Sané. There's Paul Pogba at 94. Miran Pjanic, Marco Verratti, Granit Xhaka. You've got so many players. Andre Gomez, 90 rated. Kevin De Bruyne, 91. Thomas Muller, 87. Higuain, 85. And Griezmann and Neymar. And we are coming towards the end of the video now. So, Just to recap quickly then, when I actually say Season 1, I mean they're available at the end of Season 1, then Season 2 means they're available. Obviously, you'll sign them in January of your second season in career mode, and then obviously they'll come at the end of Season 2 going into Season 3. Vice versa, it's simple. I just didn't want to get a bit of confusion behind that. Also, if you, like I said, the video's a bit rushed, and it was because I didn't want it to be too long. I wanted you guys to actually understand that I don't sort of want to talk about these players in depth. You could just pause the video and take a look at the stats and what you saw from them. If you wanted to have a better look at them, I just sort of wanted to compile a list just to show you who was available and when. There's a link in the description if you want to check out any other player. They have every single player in career mode for you guys to check out their potentials, what contract they have, their value, and everything else. Other than that, I hope you've enjoyed. I hope this has been helpful. And I'm Danny, and I'm out. Peace.